Plenty of building going around in the metro right now, but we know that many developers are white. Well, Kansas City's Urban Land Institute is trying to change that with its Real Estate Diversity Initiative, or READY program. These drawings are the cottages that Keenan Glad Brown wants to build. The problem is, before he went to the Real Estate Diversity Initiative in 2020, he didn't know some of the most basic information about how a real estate vision becomes a finished product.
It opened my eyes to a bunch of things, not only in terms of what it takes to actually develop a single plot of land, even if it's not for a massive apartment complex, but something as simple as an 800 square foot home, which is what I'm trying to build.
Participants like Keenan look at real-life development parcels, taking information about its assets and challenges to figure out what makes sense to build there and how to market it. It's focused on women and people of color who normally are not part of development decisions, giving them the knowledge they need to advocate and create for themselves. Shauna Morrell runs the READY program for Urban Land Institute Kansas City.
It helps people that are living in the community have those conversations and be a part of those important conversations to rebuild their neighborhoods.
This year's cohort will look at Juniper Gardens. It's a public housing site in KCK that's slowly in the process of closing down. READY participants will brainstorm what could eventually go on this 32-acre site, not only learning the development process for themselves, but also potentially coming up with good ideas that could influence what does eventually get built here.
Now it's in the process of being transitioned into, I guess, good dirt, for lack of a better term.
Darrell Jolly helped study the challenges that Juniper Gardens is facing right now and says since the community is predominantly black, it makes sense to have developers of color figure out what's next for it.
It's the aspect of knowing what the community actually wants because somebody's actually from that community.
And that's what helped Keenan come up with the idea for those smaller homes.
I'm able to take those experiences and say, all right, hey, we need more housing stock. How do we get more housing stock?
So the application process started today to be part of the next cohort in September. You can find all the information about it under this story on fox4kc.com.